Hi guys, welcome to the Des Moines Valley Railroad Winter Edition. We'll say that because we're kind of in the middle of February here, and I'm not sure if I'll get another one out here before spring. So we'll say this is the first quarter of 2018. I hope everybody had a great holiday and New Year. I know I did, and just want to mention a few things that I got on the railroad over the holiday break and in the last few weeks. One thing I did over the holiday break, present that I got for Christmas, was to go wireless with my NCE system. I will show you the receiver that I got to mount over the layout, which covers the entire perimeter, and then I got some wireless throttles here as well. This is the NCE wireless handheld throttle with the little LED here that lights up. And then I also got the engineer cab, intermediate cab as well, with the wireless. So I've got one of these and two of these. Originally I'd gotten just one of these for Christmas, and then I decided to convert a couple of my wired cabs to wireless. So the other one of these, hammerhead I call style, and then this one engineer cab here too, I sent into the company, and for less than $100 I was able to get them converted to wireless. So I'm up to 3 throttles now of my 5 that are wireless. So it's been a blast to be able to walk around wire free, not have to plug in from station to station and things like that. Can just follow the train in true walk around fashion. So that was one of the things I did. And then lately, in the last couple of weeks, I had the NCE Switch 8, they call it. I have 2 of the Switch 8 and 1 Switch It of the accessory decoders to be able to change my switches. And what I've been using up to this point was the address on the throttle, so I would enter in the number of the switch and then hit 1 or 2 for reverse or normal. And that works for the most part, but there are times when it's nice to have local control of the switch machines. So what I did is I installed what they call the button board, which goes onto it's like an additional board that hooks into the Switch 8, and then installed a bunch of buttons around the layout. And so, like, here's an example here. If you can see it, let me tilt this down a little bit. There we go. And so now at a touch of a button, I can flip it to reverse and then touch the button again and it goes back to normal. And that was just a setting that was on the Switch 8 that I could set, so I didn't have to have 2 buttons or a toggle switch, so I could use the same button to reverse it and hit it to normal. So that's kind of neat. It also has a feature to be able to lock out the buttons, so if I have a operating session where I've got guests walking around the layout, they don't inadvertently hit a button and flip the switch. So I can disable those and then just run the switches from the throttle like I usually do. So anyway, that's kind of the long and the short of the things I've done to the layout here in the last couple of months. So hang on, and I'll show you the receiver that I've got for the wireless system and go from there. So hang on. Okay, so here's the box of what I purchased. It's the RB02. I run an NCE system, so this is the little box that can make things go wireless. And then here is the box mounted. It's basically up on the top of the beam that separates the 2 rooms with the layout. And it's kind of a cool little box. It plugs into the cab bus. And there, I just turned on my throttle, and you can see, I think you can see, there was a little flashing light that's kind of pulsating there in the middle. So that lets you know that the throttle is speaking to the wireless box. And so if I zoom out here, zoom out a little bit, and come down here, here's my throttle. This is one of, I have actually 2 of these that are wireless. I had misspoke earlier. And then I have 1 of the Cab 06 box engineer cabs that is wireless as well. So, and basically this runs just like a regular throttle, but it's hands-free or wire-free, so you can walk around the layout and I don't have to use these UPT panels that I had been doing, and it keeps the cord from getting all tangled and all that kind of stuff. So it basically operates the same way as a regular corded cab. The only difference is, I'll show you here, to turn it on, you hit the emergency stop button, so that connects it, and it's connected. And then to turn it off, you have to hit this EXPN once, and then it says on the front, turn cab off, and so we do that by hitting the number 1 button. So it takes 4 AAA batteries, and as you can see on the back, I put a label with the date of the batteries were installed, so that way I can kind of keep track of how old the batteries are. So since I've just installed it in the last month or so, it's been running great, and really happy with the operation. So, and this is a nice pretty much centrally located place for the box. So here's a shot of the button board that I have. Right here, that's these wires a little bit. I've got the turnout control with the switch 8, and basically there are 3 wires that tie into the switch 8 that feed in here from the bottom, and then the top is the commons, top row 4 there, and then you've got your button, the other side of the button that goes into 1 through 8. And so that's pretty much it. So the wiring, by having the configuration the way I have it, is a little simpler, and then I just use the same button for reverse and normal instead of 2 buttons. So I only have to wire up the one side, so every time it gets a pulse it'll reverse the switch. So that's kind of how that works. So there you have it. That's kind of what I've been doing on the layout for the last couple of months, and getting back into operations now, and working more with the JMRA program. I was able to get, a side note, I was able to get the Decoder Pro to work on my JMRA system. I know a few, I don't know, it was probably close to a year ago, I had sent one out that I was having problems with it, but I still have problems once in a while, but when I don't do too much to it, like if I just record a page at a time, it works great. So it's mostly, it was almost like it wasn't keeping up with all the information, and I'm not sure what that means, but anyway, so that's working now. So I'm working more with the JMRA program, the Decoder Pro, to tweak the decoders, and really enjoying that system. So that's about all I have for this winter edition, and just hope things are going great on you guys' layouts, and happy model railroading, and we'll catch you next time right here on the Des Moines Valley Railroad. See ya.